Hello everybody at CHEZ Aviation and welcome to day 3, the final day of FS Expo 2024. Let's see what there is to offer on the final day of the world's largest flight simulation conference. Without further ado, let's get into it. It's with a heavy heart to say that this is going to be the final vlog for FS Expo 2024. With that being said, I would love to thank some of the companies that are going to be featured in today's episode. That's Shared Flight, PMDG, Infinite Flight, Yaman, X-Plane, and especially DOF Reality. To start things off, I have some very exciting news about the upcoming PMDG 777 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Luckily, I had the chance to try out an exclusive preview at the Yaman flight booth. The detail and realism of the flight control surfaces are incredible, with handcrafted avionics and high fidelity flight dynamics, and I mean the physics are completely unbelievable, truly we've never seen before in an MSFS add-on. Now it's time for the most highly anticipated aircraft of the year also being added to MSFS, the fly-by-wire A380X. That's right, the world's largest passenger aircraft is finally coming to the sim after 4 years of waiting. While there aren't too many details yet, this add-on promises to be the highest quality add-on ever made and is expected to release this fall. Now, before we head to the FS Elite stage to check out X-Plane's presentation, I figured I would show you this high-quality fighter jet simulator where I did my first ever aircraft carrier landing.
At Leminar, and my earliest memory for flight simulation, I actually visited my cousins on vacation when I was like 5 years old, and they had some ancient Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Thank you to FS Elite for providing the upcoming footage from my question.
If anyone wants to raise their hand, we'll get a microphone to you. So I've not seen Callum run for a while, so that's a bit...
Hello, is it on?
Barely.
My question is, what do you prioritize when developing a new aircraft?
What do we prioritize when developing new aircraft? So we have a little meeting every time we decide what our new airplane is going to be. What do we want?
Well, it needs to show some new feature in X-Plane, right? So we put a new system in X-Plane, and then how do we show users how cool this is? So we got to find an airplane that represents this.
But we also want the fleet to be kind of a cross-section of aviation. So we also have to look at what have we already made. Is this going to be more of the same, or is this going to bring something new to the equation?
And when I'm thinking about a new airplane I want, I usually look at how it's used in the wild. Like the next couple airplanes we have are just so versatile. They're used for so many different types of operators and different environments, and that's what really gets me excited.
There are always more that we want than we can have.
Oh, absolutely.
It's always hard to winnow the list down.
And then a flight sim I flew way back in the day was Chuck Yeager's flight sim, where you'd fly these different X-planes, and each one had a different challenge factor to make it what it is. And I look for each airplane to have radically different flight dynamics than any of the other airplanes in the fleet, so each plane has its own challenge. And I mean, if it was up to me, we might like have every X-plane in history, but I'm probably about the only person in the room that would give up a Boeing or an Airbus to have an X-47, you know. But
and what's great about this answer is it shows how varied our team is and how we have different priorities and how we all pull in the same direction and different directions.
I'm surprised you get anything.
Guess what time it is? That's right, it's now time to check out DOF Reality. Okay, throttle up. Oh, you can kind of feel it accelerate and throttle down, you move forward. It's almost like your body is modeled using the virtual camera in the simulator. My gear is down, let's get some flappage. We're landing a Boeing 747 Queen of the Skies at JFK here in the landing challenges. Before that though, I want to swoop left and swoop right just to be able to try out the entire full potential of this sim. Wow, guys, this is unbelievable. And now we're gonna add the throttle. You can feel as you accelerate it. Well, the thing is, it isn't new technology, but this company, I think DOF Reality, is bringing it to you for a lower price than ever before. This whole rig is only $2,800. That is unheard of. We're a bit unaligned, and this is probably not going to be a smooth landing, but hey, Do we want it to be a smooth landing? I mean, we are trying out the hydraulics, so let's put it down purposely a bit hard right now, just so we can feel how, oh, that's so cool. Just so we can feel how the hydraulics react to those wheels bouncing on the ground. Let's feel this, here we go. Whoa, that is unbelievable. You can feel the touchdown now, look. Toe brakes off, toe brakes in, toe brakes off, one toe brake, left toe brake. We're gonna put both brakes on and then we're gonna go left. You can feel it as it moves. Off the brakes, into the brakes, off the brakes, into the brakes. That is unbelievable, guys. And that is gonna be the last sim I fly at FS Expo 2024. So great job, DOF Reality, here with their brand new motion simulator for home use. It's gonna be great, guys. approved by the guy himself.
Sadly, FS Expo 2024 had to come to a wrap, and it was time to watch all the different companies take down and get everything packed up to get back on the road.
Well, everybody, that is a wrap on FS Expo 2024. We're ending it off here today with where it all started. The one and only Aviator Dan from Infinite Flight. This year was fabulous, almost double the size of the previous year in the huge conference center here at the Rio in Las Vegas. You have anything to say to my viewers before we end this off?
You can cut this bit.
And let's put in the Jeopardy sound, Blake.
CHEZ is great. He's very confident of what he does. And I hope you've all had an amazing time virtually at Flight Sim Expo through CHEZ's videos. Have you had a good time?
I've had an amazing time, and it was all better because of your amazing team.
Thank you very much.
As a sponsor of FS Expo.
Right, yeah, it's been a blast. It's very good fun. There's a lot going on here, very busy. It's always a good place to hang out, talk to new people, and even catch up with people who we talk to online in person. So,
and of course, showcasing the strong future of Infinite Flight.
Oh, and we aren't even. Like, we're only demoing a brand new plane today, and we've obviously talked about our partnership with Sporty's Pilot Shop as well. But that aside, looking forward into the future, there's way more than what you see here today. Way more than what you see here.
Well, that's a wrap on FS Expo 2024. And as we always end it, whether it's day or night for you, thank you for choosing to watch.
Good night.
Thank you for choosing to watch.
Oh, thank you for choosing to watch CHEZ Aviation.
CHEZ Aviation.
All right.
We'll see you next year, everybody.
And as always, a thank you to all the sponsors that made this year's convention possible.